Hello and welcome to the Why doTERRA VIP Business Opportunity webinar. My name is Krista-Lynn Landolfi, and it is my honor and privilege to be here today with some of our top doTERRA leaders, including Rachell Brinkerhoff, coming to us live from Hawaii. She is a blue diamond, fast on her way to becoming presidential diamonds. We've got Meredith Kelly, my friend and essential oil mentor, and she is my upline diamond leader. And my partner, my business partner, Angela Hager, a solid gold, who is making her ascent as we speak. And we're here today to discuss with you the doTERRA business opportunity. So relax, maybe get out a pen and paper if you want to take some notes. And know that you're free to contact any of us, including the person who invited you to this class. This is a continuing conversation. So, Rachell, I'd like to welcome you and ask you to take it from here.
Thank you so much for having me today. I am very grateful to be able to join you on this webinar and share this amazing opportunity with all of you. I just need the mouse so I can go to the next slide. Sorry, just one second. All right, there we go. So on the screen you see this man, and he's carrying buckets of water. And this rings true to most people in today's working society. There's a little story here on the screen. Buckets, pipelines, and essential oils. So this man, you know, he lives in a village that's 2 miles from the nearest water source. His job was to haul buckets of water to this village every day. Since everyone needed water, he had the perfect job security. To earn more money, he would just haul more buckets. He'd make more trips. So after years of hauling buckets, he realized that if he didn't make a change, something he would have to do, he would be hauling buckets for the rest of his life. So he made a plan. He'd haul buckets, as many buckets as he could a day, to be able to pay his bills and take care of his family. And in his spare time, what he would do is he would work on building a pipeline. He stayed consistent and persistent in building his pipeline efforts, okay? And then a few years later, he finally finished this pipeline and was able to turn the spigot on in the village where the villagers could come and get fresh, clean water whenever they wanted. So he not only created a pipeline of water, but he created a financial pipeline that would allow him to pursue his greater cause and purpose in life. So the question is, are you hauling buckets, or are you creating a pipeline? Now, when I think of this story, you know, it makes me think of my journey when I decided to do doTERRA as a career. And I'm going to just talk about myself a little bit here for a second because, you know, I feel like a lot of people can relate to it. When I decided to do doTERRA as a career, I had just become a single mom. I was married for 10 years, and I was a stay-at-home mom caring for my children, and I went through a divorce that just really put my life upside down. And I started doing everything I could to bring in some money to take care of my family, and we were really struggling. I started a cleaning business, and I was cleaning 7 days a week from, you know, 8 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock at night, and I rarely saw my kids, and we were literally living paycheck to paycheck. And I knew there had to be a better way. I really wanted to create a life that I could be proud of and be able to provide for my children in better ways. When my friend told me about doTERRA as an opportunity, you know, I got really excited. I was definitely scared and I was definitely skeptical, but I was really excited because I knew that this could have the potential to really change our lives, and that's exactly what it did. You know, 4 years later, I'm able to stay at home and just raise my kids from home and teach people about essential oils. So this next slide, why essential oils? You know, if we think about that, a lot of times people might say, oh, well, what are essential oils? I know that's what I said when I was first introduced to essential oils. I thought, what does this have to do with me? But we look at our growing healthcare problems. You know, we have huge drug problems here in America. Our #1 killer is prescription drug overdose, okay? Now, the question is, what were we doing to take care of our health before modern medicine came along? And the answer is essential oils. This has been how we've taken care of our health for thousands of years. It's documented throughout history. It's in the Bible. The ancient Egyptians, they were the ones who really perfected the art of distilling essential oils and extracting those essential oils, and they would bury their kings with huge vats of these essential oils. The three wise men, they gave baby Jesus frankincense and myrrh and sandalwood, right? And there's something to be said when, how they washed Jesus's feet with sandalwood and frankincense, and that's how we use our essential oils today as well. So essential oils are a great way for us to take care of our health naturally. It's safer, it's more cost effective, and it doesn't come with harmful side effects that medications do. Let's see. So one of the biggest things that really gets me is that preschool aged kids are the fastest growing age group being prescribed antidepressants. And to me, that's just astonishing. I can't even believe that that's the way we take care of our family this day and age. And so I feel really empowered as a parent, as a mother, to be able to help my children naturally using essential oils. I know it's safe. And so I think it's really important that we are educating people about the powers of these essential oils. So if we look at the statistics, okay, timing matters. If we look at the statistics, 69% of people are looking to use more natural products to improve some part of their life. We have 48% of people who have used essential oils before, and we have 7% of people who have never used essential oils, or they've only heard of doTERRA. So the most popular method to find out, which natural products to use and how to use them really comes from a recommendation from a friend or a family member, right? And this is twice as common than referring to an advertisement. A lot of times when advertisements come on TV or on the radio, we kind of tune them out. It's kind of like white noise, right? But, think about like when you go to a new restaurant that opens up and their service is amazing, their food is amazing. What do? You go and you tell all your friends about it, right? So it's really the same concept with your essential oils. You're using your essential oils, you're having amazing experiences with how it's making you feel, it's helping you with health concerns that you have, and when you see somebody who's struggling, it's a natural thing for us to share the benefits of essential oils with them because we know how they can benefit from them, okay? So let's learn a bit about doTERRA. doTERRA is the leading manufacturer of essential oils. We are the largest essential oil company in the world. We're one of the leading companies in the field of holistic and holistic and therapeutic health and nutrition. Okay, we have top-notch science and testing that we do with our essential oils. We have multiple product lines. We literally have everything that covers every health need, whether it's health concerns that you have for your babies, moms, dads, our grandparents, our pets, weight loss, how we want to take care of our gardens naturally. We literally cover the entire marketplace. Nothing is left out. So we have a lot of opportunity to work with. Now, we also have the only certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils on the market. We cover skincare, supplements, really everything. We encompass the entire marketplace. So it really gives us a lot to work with, and that's really exciting. Now, let's talk about the potency of essential oils, okay? They're 100% natural. Essential oils work with our bodies to promote health without side effects. They actually address the root cause of what's going on inside the body and help the body to heal itself. That's exciting. We think about medication. Medication is simply a Band-Aid. They cover up the symptoms and oftentimes create new symptoms, which means that you have to take another medication, right? So essential oils, they're 50 to 70 times more potent than herbs. So let's kind of break that down a little bit. Oftentimes people will use, they'll drink peppermint tea to ease stomach discomfort, okay? Well, it will take you 28 cups of peppermint tea to equal what 1 drop of peppermint essential oil will give you. So essential oils are so potent, you only need a little bit to achieve the results that you're looking for. They're safe. They don't come with harmful side effects. They're less expensive than medications, can save you money on doctor visits, co-pays, sitting in traffic to go to the doctor, and they're very effective, and oftentimes they can even make some of the medication that you're taking more effective. Now, also essential oils, they've been used throughout history for thousands of years. So this isn't some new age concept. This isn't some fad that's going to be here for a couple years and then fade away. It's going to continue to become more and more and more mainstreamed until it's a household name across the globe, which is really exciting to be part of. Now, leadership matters. If we really start to think about, the company that we want to get involved in, we want to know the longevity, we want to know who our leaders are, and that they're people that we can trust. And I can tell you that with the 7 leaders that we have here, we have over 120 years of direct selling and essential oil experience and expertise. Now, I know a lot of these guys personally. I've spent a lot of quality time with them on humanitarian trips that we do with doTERRA Healing Hands Foundation. And I can tell you from personal experience that each and every one of these individuals have an incredible heart. They're amazing people who truly care about each and every one of us as individuals, and they really, truly care about making positive impacts globally, which to me is really important, and that's something that I feel really, really good about getting behind. Now, quality matters. There's a lot of essential oils on the market today. There's a lot of companies who grow their own essential oils, which in hindsight is a great idea. It's a great way to be able to, make a lot of profits, but that's not really what it's about for us. We're really in tune with providing the highest quality essential oils that you can get your hands on, and how we do that is by sourcing our essential oils where they grow indigenously to around the globe. Now, I'm just going to kind of give you an example here. On the big island of Hawaii, there's this beautiful lavender farm, and they grow their lavender, they make a lot of their own products, and it's a beautiful field. Now, we source our lavender from the high Alps of France. So if I was to take some big island lavender and some French Alps lavender, and I'm going to compare them side by side, they both look like lavender. They're both lavender. They smell beautifully, but when we break it down chemically, the lavender that comes from France is way more complex. And the more complex that essential oil is, the more health benefits it has for our bodies. So that's why sourcing is so key. Also, the soil quality, the water, the sunlight, the time of harvesting, all of those things play key parts in getting high-quality essential oils. And you can see here on this map where we source worldwide, which is really awesome. So doTERRA has this amazing thing called co-impact sourcing. And it's just such a beautiful concept. I just love it so much. I'm just amazed that doTERRA has created this. And this is really how we are a sustainable company. I want you to just kind of look at this graph here. You see on the left-hand side where it says growers often unorganized with limited access to information and layers of middlemen. These middlemen come in, they offer a price for the product, and oftentimes they don't even pay half of what they offered. And so a lot of times these farmers are barely even making enough to continue their farming practices, and the things that they're growing is, the only source of income that they have for that particular village. Now, when they partner with us with our co-impact sourcing, they become organized into cooperatives with teaching, training, and capacity building and coordinated services. So it really helps them to be able to expand in their farm. They're able to hire more people, which creates more jobs. And then if you look over to the left again and you look below the first box there where it says limited resources and capacity, harvesting immature plants out of season, little incentive to produce higher quality essential oils. Okay, so now because they're harvesting faster, they're harvesting before the plant even is able to mature because they need to get paid, right? They're just like, well, we need to harvest it, we got to get paid, we need to make money, we got to put food on the table. When they harvest the plants before they've matured, you don't get a high yield in essential oils. And they don't really have a lot of incentive to wait till that plant matures because, you know, they're not making more money by doing that. So when they partner with us, they now improve their growing and harvesting practices to achieve optimal oil yield, which ensures sustainability, as well as they get paid bonuses each time we are able to get a higher yield in essential oils. So that encourages them to allow that plant to mature and wait until harvesting, until that plant is ready to be harvested. So that's another really key component in co-impact sourcing, which is awesome. And then you look down at the bottom box on the left where it says varying plant and oil quality subject to volatile marketing prices. And it is volatile because they're dealing with so many different layers of middlemen. There's different price points that get offered, and so they just, again, they have little incentive to be farming proper harvesting practices. So when they partner with us, there's no more middlemen to work with. They work with us solely. They get consistent higher quality oil. The growers receive fair and predictable pricing from long-term buyers. So we're buying from them long-term consecutively, which again helps create sustainability. It helps these villages earn more money. And another thing that it's doing is it's improving the livelihoods overall. We also do micro-lending, which is really awesome. So these impoverished countries, people who want to start up businesses, they're able to take small loans from our micro-lending and start up businesses. And we've had 100% of our micro-loans that have been loaned out repaid, which is awesome. So this again is helping improve the quality of lives in these different countries that don't have the same opportunities as we do here in America. So I really, really love this about doTERRA. Now back to quality matters. So what is CPTG? You know, it stands for Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. So this means that you're guaranteed that our essential oils are in fact 100% pure. There's no artificial ingredients, there's no fragrances, no fillers, nothing impure that would dilute the properties of the essential oil. They're certified pure therapeutic grade, they're safe, that's a beyond organic verified pure, okay? Free of fillers, free of pesticides, free of any foreign contaminants, no fertilizers, no heavy metals. And they're very potent. These plants are grown and harvested in their natural habitat, and they're allowed to mature to their full potential in order to receive the highest quality of those beautiful essential oils. So I just love that. So because we are top-notch essential oils, we have a lot of people, not only globally, but just here in America, that love using our essential oils. Vanderbilt Hospital in Tennessee, they love using doTERRA because the quality is so high. We have a lot of high-end spas that use our essential oils because they want to provide the best for their clientele. And also, let's get into retention. What is retention? So retention just means that people will continue to order these products time and time again, year in and year out, because the quality is there. They benefit greatly from using these high quality products, and they love them, and so they're going to continue to reorder year after year, month after month. So our industry standard is actually 15%. So a lot of other network marketing companies, they're actually really stoked if after a year into people using their products, they have 15% of those people still using. doTERRA has really changed the industry standard. We are at 74% in retention rate, and that's highest ever in this industry, which is really amazing. We have 74% of people still ordering a year after they became members. So that's pretty exciting. Let's get into the retention facts. Fact number 1, after 5 years of business, 80% of wellness advocates that have enrolled are still active. Fact number 2, of those that are active, 55% placed an order last month. Fact number 3, when considering wellness advocates who have placed within the last 3 months, more than 60% of all wellness advocates are retained. Fact number 4, in the past year, retention is increasing. So that is just so exciting. People love the essential oils and all of our other wellness products that we carry, and the proof is in the pudding with the facts, so it's pretty exciting. I want to pass the time over to Meredith, and she's going to get into one of my most favorite and important parts, and that is how do we get paid with doTERRA?
Hi everybody, it's Meredith here, and it's totally my pleasure to take the mic from you, my beautiful goddess upline Rachell. Thank you for all of that awesome information. It is so much fun to be working with this team, I just have to say. Literally, I just wake up so excited every morning thinking about the ways that I get to bless the lives of not only my customers but also my fabulous team members. So you might be asking now, let's see, is there a solid opportunity for you to financially prosper with doTERRA? Well, as you can see on this slide, it's true that doTERRA's compensation plan is very, very different from other network marketing companies. And as Rachell alluded to, a lot of that is based in the mindset of the owners of doTERRA. And I just want to give you a little backstory on the way that they think in their mindset. You know, other companies like to boast that they gave away the most Lexuses in the industry, and doTERRA, their intention behind the owner's intention behind doTERRA is that they want to be the network marketing company who gets the most people out of debt. And they're actually succeeding. I know it's working for me and so many others in this company. So if you just want to take a look at this, you know, compensation matters, and how we add up for these different ranks is pretty phenomenal. If you can look at the Premier all the way down to Presidential Diamond, these are amazing figures. Okay, went a little too fast. Let me back up here. So this is the slide where it actually shows our numbers compared to different multi-level marketing industries. So we have over here Nu Skin and Herbalife. And the way that our owners designed our compensation plan, they actually have turned it on its head, which makes it so that we have a significant amount more that we earn every month and also annually. So you can see by this chart just how much more. Okay. And there's 3 ways that you get paid. There's actually 5 ways that you get paid, but the 3 that I'll talk about right now is fast start bonuses, and this actually gets you earning really quickly in the beginning. So you make your fast starts bonus once a week. So you could, the minute that you say yes to doTERRA, you could actually earn that very same week. And you know, it's very common for people to do that. That's one of the things that really gets people started in a really positive way in the beginning, is the fact that they can actually earn really quickly with the fast starts. Okay, so you actually earn not only, we are going through this here. This mouse is a little slippery guy. So what I want to talk to you about is that with network marketing, you actually don't just rely on your own efforts. You know, there's a few different ways that you can go about with doTERRA. You know, you can go all in and go all the way, you know, into this, like, thinking that you're going to use your mindset. And I really like to remind our team members and anybody that we really are the creators of our own reality, and there's nothing that can come between you, you know, with the right mindset and what you would like to create. Okay, So you can take doTERRA and you can earn oils for free just by sharing the products with others. You can earn an extra $200 to $500 a month if that's what feels good to you. You can supplement your income, you know, and you can actually make like $1,500 a month, or you can replace your income and earn 6 to 7 figures, as you saw on the slide before. There is no cap on what you can create with doTERRA, which is super exciting. And just that reminder again that we are powerful creators, and with the right mindset, we can create anything. And doTERRA is a company that's growing exponentially, and it's, you know, for me, it's so much fun to get rewarded handsomely for helping others succeed, not only with their health in a natural way, but also in their finances, and it is quite lucrative. So I'll just share with you that since doTERRA is so young right now, the leaders in the top % of that presidential diamond rank is only 1%. And to me, that's super exciting because there's huge room for advancement in this company. And we can have unlimited people at the highest ranks. So for me, since joining doTERRA, I feel totally free and in charge of my financial well-being and future. So I'm going to go to the next slide here and show you that, okay, so we talked about the fast start, and what I want to say about that before we move on to the next slide is that the fast start is paid. Krista-Lynn, you have that? Okay. So the fast start is not only paid out on you, you actually make 20% of every person that you enroll in doTERRA. You make 20% of their purchase, and then if they enroll somebody, you make 10% off of that person's purchase, and then if they enroll somebody, you make 5% off of that person's purchase. So it goes 3 levels deep, and that continues for the life of that person who's enrolling, whether it's you or the person under you. So that, for the life of the person who's purchasing, though, that shifts into a unilevel after the 60 days. Okay, so I don't know if I have this or if Krista-Lynn does. Okay, cool. So now we're on to the next chart, which is the power of 3. I love me power of 3. And basically what this is you can see here that you have the opportunity to earn $50, $250, or $1,500 extra a month in a bonus. And it's basically the power of duplication. So if you can duplicate yourself and create 3 people under you who are doing what you're doing, you can create that $50 bonus, and then you can turn that into the $250 just by teaching them how to duplicate themselves. And you do that again at the $1,500 bonus, where everybody is getting 3 people to work with underneath them. And I can tell you, making $1,500 a month, I mean, that's my rent right there. It's such a huge blessing. Okay, and then unilevel. So this is where, after the first 60 days, where the person goes is into unilevel. And the way that unilevel works is you earn a percentage of each person depending on which level they are on underneath you. So you can see over here there's a nice little chart, and the difference between, I just want to point out the difference. This is probably one of the hardest things to wrap your head around about doTERRA, because doTERRA is, as Rachell says, it's like this big giant elephant, right, that looks so delicious that you want to eat the whole thing and just shove it all in your mouth. But you can't because it's too big. You can only take like one little bite at a time. So I'm going to give you a little bite-sized chunk about unilevel that you can easily digest. Unilevel is incredible. Okay, so just to give you an idea, last month, and it was actually in February, my spouse and I experienced a really major loss in the family, and it took us away from our business. We were actually, you know, compelled to just drop everything and go and be with some family members for the entire month of February. We took our mind off of our business and put it fully onto our family, because that's what we really needed to do. And we did that for the whole month of February, and we still got our weekly checks, and they were the same amount that they were the previous month, and we actually increased our income that month by us not focusing on work at all. And it was a huge blessing to both of us to be able to reap those benefits and step away. And the reason that that's possible is because, again, we're not reliant only on our own efforts. We have this amazing web, this team of people that are going even when we have to stop for a little bit. They keep on going, and we really do. It's a huge dream come true for us to have our efforts not only be our own, but they're compounded by the extreme benefits of network marketing. Network marketing creates this platform where a group of people can join together for a common purpose and market a specific product together. So we all know, you just learned from Rachell, that this product is very unique and special, and it's amazing. And what's cool about doTERRA is you can have your own business, but you're not alone, and you don't have to do everything by yourself. And that's a really exciting aspect, and it will lift you up and when you have hard times and you actually have to step away due to life, right? And with this, as Rachell alluded to earlier, you realize that you have the potential to reach across nations. You're part of an amazing movement that's creating a ripple effect, a change, offers people change, offers natural solutions for health and also wealth. And you're literally changing the world, one person at a time, one drop at a time. So I'm totally honored to be a part of this force field with all of our doTERRA family. And one more thing that I'll say about this slide is, if you can see over here in this gray chart to the right, it says them at the top. And doTERRA has it's flipped that chart on its head so that you actually get paid more on more people. Because the way that it's set up is that you will have more people as you're growing your business will be further down on your 7th level. And you see how on the right you're only making 2%. That's where most of your people are, and you're making 7% on the top level, but you really only have a small number of people there. So that's why doTERRA is extremely different in the way that they set things up. And we are really grateful for that, aren't we, guys? So, Ange, I'm going to pass the mic over to you, and you're going to tell everyone exactly how. What do we do to make money in doTERRA?
Thank you, Meredith. It is such an honor to be here with all of you, and I just couldn't concur more. One of the things that I do love about this business is that you are in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. And so as we've gone through the previous part of the presentation and you've heard why you might want to consider partnering with doTERRA right now due to the timing, due to the amazing products, due to the compensation plan and what's potential, the next question is, well, what do I do? How do I get started? And that's where it actually even gets more exciting, because doTERRA is actually so simple. It is as simple as share, teach, and lead. So first of what we do is we share our love for these essential oils. When we love something in our lives, it's so natural for us to share it with others. So that just is almost a byproduct that you can't stop once you choose to bring these natural solutions into your home and into your lives. You naturally find you're sharing them with others. So then we help people learn how to teach in an environment. That might be in a one-on-one setting. That might be your comfort zone where you like to sit down one-on-one and do wellness consults with people. Small intimate gatherings of a few people together where you're bringing the oils out, you're letting people experience their benefits, you're talking about what's possible with doTERRA and the various ways that they could get involved. And ultimately, as a business leader, what you're going to learn to do is to lead others to do exactly what you've just done. So it really is such a simple step-by-step process. And as business leaders and mentors, what we're doing is just teaching people the very simple steps of sharing these natural solutions, teaching in whatever environment feels the best to you, and then duplicating by teaching your team members how to do the same. And oftentimes people will say, oh my gosh, but how do I know what to do? And I went one too far. Sorry, Krista-Lynn.
It's all good.
I know, is the amazing support and training. I just can't tell you how
impressed I am with all of the incredible support that we have, both from the corporate end of doTERRA and also from the amazing team that we are part of. We have online classes, we have live trainings, we have wonderful brochures that you can use that have already been put together to sit down and do that wonderful wellness consult with someone, show people how to utilize the oils in their homes, tell them how to start teaching themselves and hosting a class, and then ultimately how to mentor their own teams. So there's so much to say about support and training, but the most important thing to say is that there is so much available in lots of different ways, so you can find the type of support and training that meets your learning style. And know that you're surrounded by a team of people that want nothing more than to see you succeed and to watch us all rise together as we share these amazing plant-based benefits across the globe. And Krista-Lynn, I think I'm going to toss it back over to you now as you talk to people about how they might want to choose to get started with doTERRA.
Okay, I want to thank you already. Angela, Meredith, Rachell, you're all amazing. And that's what this is about. Is this business right for you? Is this team right for you? So doTERRA might be calling you. You might even know me and I'm not the team for you to get on. And I speak for quote unquote everyone here. It's really, we've got two separate tracks going. One is doTERRA. Take charge of your health care. Take charge of your life. You too, with the support, training, education, coaching, and mentoring that is offered throughout doTERRA, doTERRA University, the doTERRA blog, the Living Magazine, Dr. Hill's blogs. There is so much available for you right now, today, to start your own health and wellness, holistic, all-natural business with doTERRA. And then this meeting today is specific to, are you right for the Essential Self-Care team? Whomever's listening to this, I'm asking you to really interview the person. If you're going to choose to, right, ladies, they call this, I've heard multi-level marketing is called the 4-year career. So you want to commit and work with people who you really enjoy, as we do. I'm in love with all of you, with Angela, with Meredith, with Rachell. And let me say, these are upline, quote unquote. These are my coaches, guides, mentors who are above me in their rankings. And to have Rachell on this call is like me sitting down. It's akin to like a VP, an executive level person in a typical company. And they have the time for us. So I just wanted to speak to what is distinctly special to our bloodline, so to speak. And we're all family here in doTERRA. And so my question for you is, are you ready? Are you ready to turn your passion for health and wellness into a full-time income? It's as simple as share, teach, lead. And you're going to get tons of support, education, training, mentoring, and there are ample programs out there for you. So are you ready? Who's ready to turn your passion into an income? It's really this simple. This is what I want you to do is, where do you want to be? These are some of our ranks. These are the average annual earnings, and these are actually from 2014, so they are growing. So where do you want to be a year from now? 26,000, is that good for you, a stay-at-home mom, and supplement your husband's income? Or maybe you just want cash to go have some fun and some vacations? Or are you feeling more drawn towards being a diamond? So just take a look at that and imagine where you want to be. Identify it. Make a choice where you want to be 1 year from today. And for those of you who are ready, the next step is select a kit. These are some of our enrollment kits. We've got, lower level. I love this emotional aromatherapy. Natural Solutions is an excellent starter kit if you're ready to go green and work with your family. every oil kit, diamond kit. These are excellent if you're really looking forward to fast track business building. You're ready to get out there to share, to teach, to lead a team. So whomever invited you to this class, or if you found us somewhere on the internet or something, whomever's been sharing oils with you, educating you on oils, perhaps has sampled you with oils. So you're going to get with that person and discuss your kit needs with them, how you're going to get these oils in your home and get started in your doTERRA health and wellness business. So it's time, people, claim your dream. And you're going to have to jump out of the old. You know, this is the common over here, you know, the ponds where all the fish are swimming. But I trust you. If you make the leap, you move forward with passion, and you follow the duplicatable, easily duplicatable steps, you too can be diamond in a year. Isn't that true? That's a part of the Rachell bloodline. So this is Rachell here. You can see my mouse. She's adorable. She's coming to us from Hawaii. And over here, we've got Meredith Kelly, delicious goddess. She's coming to us from Cape Cod. And yeah, I guess you're being a little shy over here. Angela, that's Angela Hager over there, peeping out from in front of those oranges, and some of our other team members. And we're here today with, I can hope, just let's all feel the energy for a moment. We're all here saying, hey, are you ready to claim your dream? Are you ready to create your own health and wellness business with doTERRA? And how can we help you? So if you notice, there's an orange bar, if you're attending live, there's an orange bar over to the right, probably, of your screen. And there is an option where you can ask questions, and there's a chat feature. So if you're live, know that I will be looking at that. And otherwise, I'd like to ask Meredith, Angela, and Rachell if you'll please unmute yourselves.
Got it.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. So thank you again. And Rachell, it's a lot's changed in the 4 years since you came on to doTERRA. You're one of the pioneers earlier on. Can you speak a little to that for the people listening as to where you started in a nutshell, and then how much more is available for us here now today, April 15th, 2016?
Yes, absolutely. So, you know, a lot of times I'll sit down with someone who is contemplating doTERRA as a career, and what they'll say generally is, well, isn't there already a lot of people doing doTERRA? And my answer is, well, yes. I mean, it's increasing each year, the amount of people who want to take part in this opportunity, but there's billions of people on this planet, and we're in several different countries, and no matter, you know, how many people decide to join doTERRA, there's always going to be an abundance of people who have either never heard of doTERRA, or maybe they've heard of doTERRA but the timing wasn't right for them, and they just, you know, now they're ready to learn more about essential oils, now they're ready to get on board. And so you know, when I started 4 years ago, the training materials that we had, the tools, the class materials that we had were very limited. And I remember when I started, like, it was difficult to know exactly how to train people and how to get people plugged into the system and really do it in an effective way. And today it's so easy with all the amazing training materials and tools that we have. And the class materials, oh my gosh, they're so well done. They're so nice. I wish I had the tools that we have today back then, because my business would have completely exploded in all different new levels. So today, the timing is better than ever. You have so many amazing resources that are available to you. And so really, truly, there's no better time than right now.
And as we saw, 69% of people they're out there on Google right now, they're searching for natural solutions, and only 7% of them currently, April 15th, 2016, only 7% of that 69 knows about doTERRA.
All right.
We're all way ahead of the curve, people. So, Rachell, while I've got you, I'd love to ask another question. In terms of, you have traveled a lot. I know you're really deeply in tune with both our co-impact sourcing and
Mhm.
all our philanthropic work. Can you just, and you're preparing right now to embark on a journey with doTERRA. Can you just give us a glimpse into that? I mean, oh my
Sure.
goodness.
So, you know, their Healing Hands Foundation is a huge part of my heart. It's one of the many reasons why I just am so in love with doTERRA. You know, the Healing Hands Foundation, they take 100% of their proceeds and it goes towards these different humanitarian services that they do globally. So 2 years ago, I went to Bolivia with Healing Hands, and we built a medical facility in the Altiplanos in this little village called Jarsuri. And this medical facility that we built was for about 10,000 people in that region. And that was just an incredible experience. doTERRA donated all of the building materials as well as medical supplies, and we got to go and literally build side by side with the villagers. I mean, we're mixing cement, we're moving rocks, we're putting bricks together. I mean, it was an incredible experience to be part of that and really, you know, learn how these people live and survive out there. And, you know, we got to do a day in the life of a family. And so I was basically shadowing a family for a day and really seeing, you know, just the struggles that they deal with on a day-to-day basis, and, you know, how hard it is just to get clean water, and just resources are very limited there. And the only thing that grows in the Altiplanos are potatoes, and that's you know, a huge resource for them, and you know, their nutrition's very limited. It was a very eye-opening experience, and it just really deepened my love for doTERRA. And yeah, I am preparing to leave for Nepal next week. We are going out there to build a school, and we also are partnered with a farm there in Nepal where we source our wintergreen essential oil. So we're going to be taking a tour of the farm, just checking up on the farm and seeing how things are going. You know, and that'll be a great opportunity for me to become more in tune with, you know, how they operate out there, and just really get to meet the farmers and spend some quality time with them. And you know, the fact that we're building the school and providing education for these villagers is just very dear to my heart. We also build water wells. We built a water well a year and a half ago in Haiti, where we source our vetiver essential oil from. These villagers were walking hours a day just to find water, and their source of water obviously is not clean at all. If any of you know, you know, the way people live in Haiti, it's the poverty there is just it's unbelievable. They would get water enough that they could carry themselves, you know, which obviously isn't going to be a whole lot, and they have to get enough for their animals to drink, and you know, they've got to boil it once they get it home before they can drink it. So it's quite a process. And what doTERRA did is they found one of the well diggers, and they spent a couple of days digging until they were able to find the water table to tap into, and build a water well on site at the farm, so these people could literally just walk a few minutes out their door and have access to fresh, clean water every day. And to me, that is just incredible, and something that I'm really, really proud to be part of.
So here's what's amazing. Thanks for sharing that, Rachell. And here's the thing is, while Rachell is super sparkly, special, that's my personal opinion, and I think that of many. In doTERRA, these type of volunteerism trips are available for each of us. Like, correct? I know you gals were just in the Dominican,
Yeah.
many of you last year, and so you too, when you join on, if you choose to build a business in doTERRA and really get active, you too, and these trips, people win them, correct?
Yes, you can win those trips totally paid for. And it's all you have to do is just share doTERRA.
Yeah, so
With the
it's not,
service trip, I'm sorry, with the service trips, anyone that is a member of doTERRA can participate in those service trips. You don't have to be doing doTERRA as a business necessarily. It's just if you want to go and you are a member, you just sign up and you go.
Wow. See, I'm learning something new. I didn't even realize that. So that's amazing. That's amazing. Oh my goodness. I'm going to hop, skip, and jump over to, you were mentioning, Rachell, about how the materials, uh, I've been in doTERRA for 1 year now, and even I've seen how much things have grown. And it seems to happen in 90-day cycles, because I go like, wow, it's night and day where we were 6 months ago, what was available, and even in the past 3 months and sooner, in terms of all of these trainings that are available for us. Because it used to be you went to these in person in various places around the country and the world. But now they've made a lot of the options interactive on the internet like this, and that's my realm. So, Ange, you were speaking about how we have so much training available, and I'm wondering if can you speak to some of the stuff you've done, and if there's a particular training course that was the most impactful for you?
That's a great question. With the trainings, I'll kind of break it into live and then online, because I think that they both serve a different purpose, and I really think they're both wonderful. So the cool thing right now, because we are a virtual-based company, we can reach out and we can share doTERRA with people across the globe. If you have contacts in another country, another part of the U.S., you can actually build a business with someone by joining them at an online training. So one of my favorite things that is a fairly new development with doTERRA is that getting started piece. We had some great beginning trainings, but we also didn't have it really systematized, so we've just launched something now called Launch Your Biz, and it's about a 4.5-hour online format where you can join a business partner that you're building with across the country. You can both be sitting at your computers watching the training together, or they can be watching it, and you could say, once you've completed this training, let's follow up and answer any questions that you have. That's a wonderful format just to focus on the pieces that are the most relevant to get started with your business. And then you can also offer, if you have a group growing in an area where there are people that can gather, you can take these same trainings and you can gather people in your home or your office and pop on the computer and everybody watches it together. And I love doing that too, because then people get that sense of camaraderie and they can ask questions together and share ideas. So I like that one of the things that I'm seeing happening, my background was in business development and growth and development training. One of the things that I'm seeing is that the training's really getting dialed in to meet people exactly where they are. So like in any industry, there's lots of layers and lots of different levels to learn things, but you don't want to give somebody the Mac Daddy of every single piece of information on their first month in business, or they'll feel somewhat overwhelmed. So with this Launch Your Business training, it focuses on really what do you need to do, I would say maybe the first 90 days in business. And if you follow that plan and work with your mentor, work with your team, you're going to do all of the actionable steps to really see results in your business right away. And then as you leave that training and now you're starting to develop business partners of your own, it's time to step into another level of training, like one of our Breakthrough Bootcamp trainings, which are offered in live around the country. And now we're offering some of them overseas as our teams are growing overseas, but it's also offered online too. So I like that they're kind of measured out in these steps to meet people where they are. So I love the online version of things where people can really, find it in a format that works for them. But I also guess I have to speak to some of the live events, and for me, I've really enjoyed some of the live corporate events that I've been to, but the most impactful, I would say, is our annual convention, which is being held in September again out in Salt Lake City. doTERRA's corporate offices are about 30 minutes outside of Salt Lake in a little town called Pleasant Grove. So I love that by going to the convention, the corporate convention, I was able to go tour the corporate headquarters and really see just how amazing the infrastructure is that we're part of, but more importantly, to really have time to interact with our owners. The heart of doTERRA is just so deep and so integritous, and you get to meet people from across the country and globe and see the caliber of people that are drawn into this business, and you also get to see the caliber of our corporate team and that they are the real deal. And that was really an invaluable experience for me in the live end of events. And I would say if you choose to join us in business, do both. Jump in, do the online training, work with your mentor right away to kind of get going, but also watch for those live events and do everything that you can. Just like in any industry, you would really want to attend your corporate events because some magic happens there that's almost hard to explain, and it's hard to duplicate unless you're at that event yourself. So I hope that answered your question, Krista-Lynn.
That did. Is there, oh, so you said the convention was really impactful for you. And Angela was also speaking to us about the teaching. And here's the beauty is you have a huge team over there in Sarasota. One way of teaching is, I feel like today is more of a hang. It's like, let's talk, let's explore, see if this business is right for you, if our team is right for you. But this could constitute a class and webinars away, but then of course most of our classes are going to be in person. And Essential Sarasota team blows my mind with the diversity amongst the classes that are offered. Ange, do you have a favorite class? And Mara, I hope you're still online because I really have an important question for you. Is there an important class, or maybe you could just kind of confirm, right, Angela? It's amongst your team, we see how differently each class can be taught. And so what I just want to say is your personality is going to come through your passion. I see Krista Randall in this picture here. She's very much an advocate for our furry friends, the dogs, the cats. Is that Lisa Barron I see in this picture next to you?
It is Lisa. Yep, that's Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa is a chef, and she's doing some stuff really integrating the foods, infusing drinks and foods with oils. And we all have like a different niche, though we're giving that same class. So I just want to shout out to that team. And Meredith, you really, whoa, I love to see the possibilities here earning-wise in doTERRA. It felt personal for you, though. When I was hearing you speak, I was like, I almost wanted to tickle you, like, come on. I feel like it's really personal for you. Basically, I'll put it this way, like your mind's blown by where you've risen to thus far. Am I correct? Can you speak a little personally how it's impacting you to be earning at this level?
Oh, absolutely. You know, I am a healer at heart. You know, I've been doing massage therapy and energy work since I was 19 years old. You know, I went to massage school instead of college. I was really clear at a young age that I was a healer and I was a hands-on kind of person. And in my heart, I've always known that I wanted to be a contribution, you know, to alleviating the stress and tension and pain. And, you know, I just saw way too much of that, you know, in the world around me. I'm very empathetic. So I knew that I had a gift with my hands, and, you know, I went to work for like 10, actually, gosh, it's been over 10 years that I was literally working long hours with my clients, you know, day in and day out, hands-on. And as you can imagine, you know, that's a lot on the body. And, you know, I was just at this point when doTERRA came into my life, I was so tired of trading time for money. And it was really, you know, like, even though, you know, massage therapists make, you know, well over minimum wage, there's still only a certain amount of hours you can work per week with your body that intensely. So I barely had, you know, like, honestly, I barely had any money left over, you know, at the end of paying all of my bills. And I used, even when I maxed myself out and I was like seeing 11 clients a day, which I did, believe it or not, I was literally in what you would call that rat race.
Yeah.
And, you know, when I was introduced to doTERRA in the beginning, you know, it was introduced to me because my friend thought it would be a nice adjunct to what I was doing, you know, with my body work. And when she was able to sit me down and like share with me all of the income potential with doTERRA, I was just like, what? Really? I was so skeptical. But I fell in love with the oils and I started using them with my clients and learned how to teach classes. I really just went online and learned how to teach classes by myself. I was like, okay, I can do this. And, you know, just so quickly, you know, my partner and I do this business with my wife, Jules, and we kind of, once she started seeing the potential with the classes and the opportunity and all of the people who were showing up and enrolling, she wanted to jump in. So we've been doing this together, you know, and we actually hit the rank of diamond in just 13 months. And it has literally been a game changer for both of us and such a blessing. And our passion now is to help everyone on our team do the same thing. You know, it's kind of shifted from us having our financial needs met to now being focused on, wow, you guys can do this too. And looking at our team, we have an amazing team all over the country and even out into Europe now, and a lot of them are healers just like me. So you kind of attract who you are in this business, and for me that's just like a whole added aspect that I had no idea that I was getting into, was going to be helping people not only with their health but also with their wealth, which is such an amazing feeling.
Yes, health is wealth in more ways than one. It's my joy. I want to thank you all. I want to really give a shout out to my frontline leaders, Karen Ohm, Deb Riesbeck, and Kim Sansini. I don't know why I have to say her name so funny, but Kim. And thank you to my upline, Angela Meredith, who I chose to get in with this. And they were moving at a way faster pace than me. And see, that's where it's okay. Is they're like, hey, you want to be our diamond leg? And it's like I'm more skipping, you know, through the tulips right now. I'm going to take a little bit of a slower path. So it's possible. You can be a rock star, and there's a lot of people on Rachelle's bloodline, diamond in a year. Some call us the Diamond Factory, going all the way up to the Kirschbaums and beyond. And then you can also go slower. You really get to move at your own pace. And again, so get with the person who invited you to this webinar, or if you just happened upon it, if somebody's sharing essential oils, doTERRA already with you, contact them. Contact them. If not, you've got a lot of different personalities to choose from, but know that your place and your people are here, even for people like myself who's been a solopreneur, you know, basically doing my own thing since I was a teenager. And ladies, can we just like high fives to the power of the magnitude of this team that we have here in doTERRA? I'm like,
it's amazing. Thank you so much, Krista-Lynn, for bringing us all together and for just being such a wonderful support, you know, for your team and gathering us in this space. It's what I love, is to really, you know, have that collective energy together. So thanks for doing this for all of us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And such a great to be here with all of you. Yeah, thank you, Krista-Lynn, for igniting this fire. We're so grateful.
Well, the win for doTERRA is everyone, because really what we're here to do is help people help themselves. See, there it is right in front of you. How can we help you to help yourself? And that's the doTERRA culture, is we really care. We're real people who have a passion for health and wellness. And if you do too, come on board. Come on board. It's fun. It's cool. It's a little bit of work. We'll support you every step of the way. Go Team doTERRA. Thank you. Until next time, this is a continuing conversation. Thanks, ladies. Bye-bye.
Hi,
Bye-bye.
thank you.